Hello and welcome to another episode of Comedians in Cardigans, the only comedy history podcast that asks the question, oh? My host today is Mr. Graham C. Schofield, the co-host of the podcast Shindig Radio, as well as the writer, director, and star of the upcoming short, The Hard Handoff, a.k.a. Deadly Currency, coming to a theater near me.
Oh, you're damn right. That was a great intro. I appreciate
Thank you.
that.
Yeah.
I also like the intro music. That was cool.
Do you? That's. Thank you. I appreciate
I like how
that.
it plays in here while you start.
Yeah, where it's like weed beep 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 beep.
Yeah. Where'd you get that? Did you write it yourself?
It is. That's actually me and Brett Shitty Titty.
That's really good.
Yeah.
It shows.
Thank you. Shout out to Brett.
Hey, Brett.
So.
Yes.
With my very well crafted intro right there. Do you have a... I didn't tell you who we were covering. I didn't give you any hints.
I feel like you just gave it away.
I just gave it away.
You literally gave it away.
That was the thing.
I mean, that's fine.
Who are we covering?
Oh, we're covering Tim Allen for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Cocaine.
June 13th, 1953. Timothy Allen Dick is born. In Denver, Colorado. He is the middle child of 6. So he's like, there are like 3 or 4 before him. As far as his like youth go and stuff, there's not that much that's super interesting. I feel like I jumped into it too fast.
You did. You went right into it. I'm nobody. I don't get any kind of...
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. It's not quick. Like I'm not taking it personally.
I will cut out all of the parts where you took it personally.
All right, see? As you can see, or hear, I didn't take anything personally.
Dude, we've been friends for like almost 20 years. You're probably with like...
Almost 20 years.
There are like 5 people that I have been friends with for that long in like my whole world. And you're absolutely one of them, which is why you were one of my groomsmen.
Yeah, it was at your wedding.
You were at my. I would have been to your wedding had I not been too poor.
And I was an MC at your wedding for a moment. If you're hearing tap dancing in the background, it's dogs.
That's Martha, and here's where I'll put in my little clip.
That was my dog,
Martha. Yes, George, we've been friends for a long time, and you've probably been friends with me longer than I've been friends with you.
That is absolutely true. I have described you as my friend / bully to a couple of people.
You would be the first, though. You
no,
know, I feel like that's how I treat my friends. Is poorly.
What do you know about Tim Allen?
Okay, I know.
Now don't. If you know the big arrest thing,
I barely know about that.
Okay, I've got some good info about the arrest.
Of course, that's your prerogative. It's the whole idea of this podcast is that you say all this stuff. It's Wikipedia, the podcast.
Hey now, I have way more than Wikipedia.
I'm sure you've got a bunch of info. All I know is that he was on Home Improvement. He was huge with the Santa Claus.
Yep.
He's got some stand-up moments. Mm-hmm. I also read his book when I was, I want to say 11 or 12 years old.
Don't Stand Too Close to a Naked Man?
Yes. I literally read that book.
That's pretty cool. I didn't know any of this. This is why it's fun to like surprise the guest with who we're covering. Because now I get to be like, oh shit, you read Don't Stand Too Close to a Naked Man.
Yeah. And like everybody else, I remember everything I read when I was
Of course,
11.
yeah. That's why I have the entire Catcher in the Rye tattooed on my back.
Yeah, it's obscured by all the hair.
And
it looks like it's in cursive, but it's
been a while and the molds have taken over, so it looks more like Braille.
There's a lot more O's.
Yeah.
and some very aggressive periods.
His name is Hood and Coofield. But
I'm not wearing a cardigan just like everybody else. And listen, listener, he's not wearing a cardigan either. I'm wearing a fucking windbreaker.
The cardigan is metaphorical here.
Unless you think, listener, that I would go on a show about cardigans. I'm here for my friend, and I'm here about the comedy.
The show.
I didn't know it was Tim Allen. I don't know if I would have came if it was Tim Allen. But he got me here, so we're going to talk about it, and I'm sure it's going to be very informative.
We're Tim Allening for the next, 7 hours. Get ready. That was a great Tim Allen.
It's not like I hadn't listened to him do that for as long
all
as
of the 90s.
Home Improvement went.
All right, so get into his early life. So he's born in Denver. His I think I said his full name is Allen is his middle name.
Timothy Allen Dick.
So Tim Allen's maternal grandparents, so his mother's mother and father, are the great grandparents of Daily Show correspondent Jordan Klepper.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, you do. You've seen him. He does all the super MAGA things that the Daily Show has done, where they go to different rallies and the January 6th riot and stuff. He's
I don't watch the Daily Show.
He's the guy that you would have seen clips of the second most behind Jon Stewart or Trevor Noah, the host.
Listener, do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, we totally do.
Okay. Well, as long as you know.
Yeah, we're well aware of it.
Jordan who? Peele?
Klepper.
All right.
But all right. So just for your context,
I know who Jordan Peele is. Does that help?
And you know that the Daily Show is a thing that exists.
Yes.
It's a guy from that.
Got it.
Yeah.
Wait, is his grandpa?
His great grandparents
is on the Daily Show?
No. He's on the Daily Show. His great guy. All right.
Tim Allen was never on the Daily Show.
So Tim was the middle child of 6. This is going great already.
Tim Allen was never on the Daily Show.
Correct.
All right, so we're off to a great start.
Yeah. It was just a fun fact. I was just mentioning it apropos of
About
nothing.
what?
I thought we could move
His grandchild?
on. His cousin. His first cousin, once removed, was on the Daily Show.
Got it. I got it now. Was on it as a correspondent.
He's a correspondent. He's one of the he's one of the big ones. He's like a present day Ed Helms, Steve Carell, those the guys that are well known from the Daily Show.
Got it.
Not Ed Harris. Okay, I know I fucked that up.
He called Ed O'Neill Ed Harris in the last episode.
Yeah, I did.
It's fine.
Go back and listen. I meant it.
Go back and listen. Find the Easter egg, and then we'll give you a prize.
No, I'm saying go watch Married with Children and tell me that that's not Ed Harris.
I'll do it right now. It's not. It's Ed O'Neill.
All right. Oh, you win.
Ed O'Neill.
You win the prize. The prize is me getting to continue with this goddamn.
All right. Go on. We're talking about comedy. And Tim Allen.
And you know what? We're also providing the comedy.
Tim Allen's dick.
Tim Allen Dick.
So can you say dick on this podcast?
We say we don't have enough people interested in it that it'll this will never get monetized based on listenership and stuff. So we don't have to worry about things like saying.
But do you
dick.
want to keep it clean? Maybe your ancestors are listening.
Keep it dirty. I threatened to dox Roseanne Barr's address, and then I called her a cunt on the last episode.
Well, I don't agree with that. I mean,
the doxing or the cunting?
Who was it about?
Roseanne.
Oh yeah, no, I'm fine with that.
Okay, cool. So
doxing? What are you gonna? Sorry, I keep interrupting.
I found her. No, you're all right. That's you're allowed. The format here is that you interrupt me. Because I have a book report and you have the funny.
Roseanne's what?
I found her address in Hawaii and I was like, whatever, Roseanne's never going to listen to this. Come at me, bitch.
She's like, I got an email the other
I would
day.
love to be sued by someone like Roseanne.
Yeah.
Go ahead, take all my nothing.
Now, if she wanted you on her podcast, would you go?
No, I would. No, I'd publicly tell her to fuck off and
I mean, but you just did an episode about her.
Yeah, that's true. I might.
You'd have to go just for the interest of intrigue.
Yeah, I probably would.
Do it, dude. Sell out.
I started an internet fight with Logan Paul one time, and then he sent all of his preteen followers after me.
Oh, that's cool.
That was pretty cool.
Good for you, man.
Thanks.
I'm proud of you. Sorry, all right. We're talking about Tim
Allen.
Timothy Santa Claus Allen.
So when Tim was 11 years old in 1964, his father was tragically killed in a car accident by a drunk driver. And having something like that happen when you're that young, it's gotta fuck with you. It's gotta, I would assume it makes you feel like a little bit powerless, a little bit, because when I was that age, I was just trying to not fucking wet the bed at scout camp. I was a long-term bedwetter. What
age was this?
He was 11.
Okay.
But
scout camp.
I was a weeblo, bro.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
But so he's 11. His dad just dies.
In the car with him?
I don't think he was in the car, but it was a big car accident where his mother and a couple of his siblings were in the car. Nobody else was hurt or killed aside from his dad.
Do you think when his dad was hitting the brakes, he was like,
Either him or the tires, my friend.
Sorry, listener. Sorry. It was too soon.
Yeah, 1963. Too soon. And then
he kept his father alive.
Yeah, and then the paramedics got there, and they saw the scene, and the new guy in the corner was like,
Damn. I get what you're saying.
Because he's puking.
He's puking.
Yeah.
He's making the sound.
Isn't that cool?
That Tim Allen would later use
let's just
to further on his career.
Let's just give the audience an applause break for a second,
I hope you
based
like
on
this.
how good that joke was.
It was a cool special effect that you did with your mouth there.
So 2 years later, Tim's mom... Yeah. There's a lot of dog noises
I'm laughing
in this
at
podcast.
the tap dancing dog in the other room.
2 years later, Tim's mom remarries a, quote, business executive and Episcopalian deacon who was her, high school sweetheart, and then relocated the family to Birmingham, Michigan, which is a Detroit suburb. No reason you should have heard of it, but I like looking up small towns because I grew up in one. Birmingham, Michigan is the birthplace of David Spade, Paul from Peter, Paul, and Mary. You know, the Puff the Magic Dragon. They did that song.
Got it. Okay.
And for a short time, a legendary director who you and I have both worked with went to high school there.
Sam Raimi.
Sam motherfucking Raimi. It's Michigan. A lot of this takes place in Michigan, so there's another Evil Dead connection here in a second.
Very interesting.
Yeah. So
very interesting.
Very interesting. So Tim Allen, who is, we know him now as the manly, like that guy. So he took theater and music classes in high school. And then he went on to Western Michigan University, where he got a degree in communications with a split minor in philosophy and design.
I mean, he's designing a character.
Absolutely. So other
communications is kind of a caveman communication.
It's true.
So we're boiling it down to its essence.
And is caveman a tonal language like Japanese or something?
Whoa, what are you saying? Careful.
So fun fact about Western Michigan University, where he went, other alumni include Luther Vandross, Terry...
Famous jazz musician.
Yeah. The jazzist. Terry Crews. And I want to see if you know who this actor is by his name, because I didn't know his name, but I feel like you might. Curtis Armstrong?
No.
He's in Revenge of the Nerds. He was Booger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Tim Allen went to college with Booger.
All right, interesting.
Yeah.
Revenge of the Nerds.
And the final Evil Dead reference, Bruce Campbell is also a graduate of the same college.
But not Ted Raimi.
I looked. I was trying to see if Ted or Sam Tapert were somewhere
not
in the vicinity. No.
Tucked in there somewhere.
Nope. Both Tim Allen and Terry Crews both worked at the student radio station WIDR at the college radio. In 1976, Tim received a bachelor's degree. Are
you listening, listener?
Who
this
knows?
is at this point. Are we making a checklist?
Or
is this just like kind of you building up his?
This is me
running
running through his early life. We'll get
nice.
We'll start.
Get into the meat. And
It'll get more fun once we get to the meat and potatoes. We're in the vegetable section now.
I know that. I mean, yeah. I listen. I know how the show goes.
I do appreciate. It's weird when you told me that you had listened at all. It's weird to me because I found out a couple of friends listen, and it's like, dude, I know you. You get to hear. You're subjected to me talking, just when we hang out.
Yeah, and I'm highly critical.
Yeah, and so you especially.
And now I'm just in my car being as critical as I want.
Just, fucking George.
Loud. Yeah, I could just say it as much as I want. You can't even hear what I have to say.
Yeah, you can't get me to stop talking with your criticisms.
I
that's a good point. There's a pause.
And I control everything.
But it's...
In fact, sometimes I'll turn you I'll fast forward you. Just to hear what that sounds like. Ooh. Then I'll stop it. Then I'll slow it down. Then I'll reverse it.
Oh yeah, do you put your thing down?
Yeah, sometimes.
And then you flip it.
Yeah. Rip play.
Big Missy Elliott stands on this podcast here. So,
I'm wearing her jacket, her cardigan, if you can hear it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We were worried about the sound of my cardigan rubbing around.
Your cardigan is made out of tent material, if that's what you're calling a cardigan.
Yeah, I feel like I'm wearing a tent.
So Tim Allen has said on a few occasions, that plus he said comedians always have this they have a fictional story of how they tried stand up for the first time. It seems like across a few different ones. So Tim's lie was that somebody dared him to try stand-up in 1976, and then he went to do an open mic at this place called the Comedy Castle, Mark Ridley's Comedy Castle outside of Detroit. So he said a few times on different podcasts and interviews, 1976, a friend dared me to do this, which is all well and good, except Mark Ridley's Comedy Castle didn't open until 1978.
So either he got the year wrong,
or he's just lying, which I think he's just lying.
You heard it here first, listener.
Yeah.
Tim Allen is a liar.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Santa Claus isn't real. Spoiler alert, Home Improvement has not improved in years.
Yeah. Yeah, and it has not improved any homes. The homes are still in dire...
That being said, I'll say this about, maybe having a fake story. What do you want him to say? Do you want him to be like, yes, I always thought I was funny, and then I finally proved it when I went to this Comedy Cellar?
I want him to say, which is the truth as far as I could tell, that he always wanted to be on Carson. He was a big fan of, Chevy Chase, and a big fan. That's just Bobo. Like big fan of other. Like he's a comedy fan. He ran his mouth for his whole adolescence, and then decided to like parlay that into a career just before he went to jail.
I mean, do you have a reason to think this?
I have so many reasons to
All right,
think
well,
this.
you would know more than I would. All I can say is my friends dared me to get up at a comedy show is a dumb thing, because it's like, I would hate it if my friends were to be like,
I wouldn't be friends with
I dare
those
you to
people.
be funny real quick.
Yeah.
Like, you're so funny, bro. Is that, like, is the scenario that he's making us think of is everybody was like, you're so funny. Go up and show everybody how funny you are.
Yeah, that's what
That's
that's
the
what you
narrative
want
he's
people
trying
to
to, like, build.
Like, I had...
What a bastard, this guy. I heard he killed his first wife.
I mean, his first wife is still alive and is the CEO of Tim Allen Tools.
Well, then I take it all back. I mean, I actually don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure he was horrible to her. But...
He's a great guy, and you know what? Dare anybody to do anything, and who knows? Their career might improve from there.
I think... So, the Comedy Castle outside of Detroit opened up in, like, early January of 1978 or 79. He went to jail like a month and a half later. There's no way he was doing stand-up on a dare at a club that was like 3 years away from opening. So like the timeline is entirely wrong. And I think.
But where are you getting your timelines from? You know, maybe it's like big Wikipedia's.
I mean, I do have a sources section at the end of this.
Oh,
it's not big Wikipedia. I promise.
Spoiler alert, listener! I've never listened to the end of any episode.
So he was in 1978 on October 2nd, 1978. Tim was arrested in Kalamazoo, Michigan, with about 1.5 pounds of cocaine. It was like 1.4 pounds, which...
It's not a small amount of cocaine.
That is a large amount of cocaine. It's a little more than 650 grams. And that number is significant because shortly before that, Michigan had passed a law tying a life sentence to any conviction of selling or possessing more than 650 grams of cocaine.
Woo.
Yeah. So...
But that's a dealer situation.
That is nobody's doing...
Like, you're not hanging on to a pound.
I can bleep this out if you want, but you and I have done a fair amount of cocaine together.
Never done cocaine. But if I'd imagine, if you were to do it, you wouldn't have to do a lot.
No, not 650
and definitely
grams.
Not even half a pound.
No. So I
don't even know what an ounce of coke looks like. I really don't.
I know
I know that doesn't sound cool, especially on this podcast, but...
I know what 1/8 of an ounce of cocaine looks like.
Yeah. I feel like I know what that looks like. I've seen it in cartoons and documentaries.
Scarface, and I think Neil deGrasse Tyson had a special about it.
Yes. Classic.
So, an undercover cop named Michael Pfeiffer befriended Tim over a few months and convinced...
It sounds a little bit like...
Michelle Pfeiffer? Yeah. I had to, like...
You beat me to it.
Dude, I had to go through and search my notes to take out every Michelle Pfeiffer that I accidentally wrote and put in Michael Pfeiffer. Because it's spelled with a P. P-I-F-E-R. It's Pfeiffer minus just a couple of... Anyway. So, an undercover cop named Michael Pfeiffer befriended Tim over a few months and convinced his dumbass to carry an Adidas gym bag filled with the 1.5 pounds of cocaine through the Kalamazoo airport. Tim put the bag in a locker, locked it, and then handed the key to Pfeiffer, who was at the airport.
Pfeiffer,
sorry. See what I'm saying? So instead of getting the 42,000,
She's such a good actress.
Yeah. Oh man.
That she's convinced Tim Allen that she's a man.
After Tim Allen smuggled the cocaine, she whipped 3 mannequins' heads off in a single take.
Incredible.
So instead of getting the 42 grand that he was promised, Tim was promptly swarmed by cops and arrested at the airport.
42 grand?
He was told he would get 42 grand for the 650 grams that he brought through. I did the math. It's about $65 a gram.
All right, well, it's believable then.
1978.
I guess, you know? Yeah, it sounds... I mean, that's pretty expensive for back then, but maybe cocaine was expensive.
But he was going through with...
I only know crack prices nowadays.
Yeah, and when you figure in...
It's affordable.
As soon as you figure in the baking soda, overage charge and stuff, yeah.
Well, I don't make it.
No, but when you factor in...
I just research prices, that's all I'm saying. I don't smoke it or anything else.
Listener, you may be learning about tariffs currently.
Crack tariffs.
So, according to... Oh, yeah. So Tim was swarmed by cops and arrested. Instead of going to prison for life, Tim did what any super manly, masculine man would do. He snitched.
He rolled over.
He rolled the fuck over.
Damn.
Yeah. According to the book Tim Allen, parentheses, Overcoming Adversity, the information that Tim provided, quote, helped authorities indict 20 people in the drug trade and resulted in the conviction and sentencing of 4 major drug dealers.
What a bastard. This guy does not deserve a TV show.
Well, maybe he does. You never know.
If you're on the side of the non-cocaine drug dealer people, if you think that he put some people away and it helps society in some way, sure. Maybe give him all the prizes. But if you're on the cocaine side of it all, which I'm not, I'm just saying if you were, you would be short your cocaine dealers in that area because of Tim Allen. A.K.A. Santa Claus, the bringer of gifts, has now denied you and your crackhead friends your nightly ritual.
But look, doing
I don't
cocaine,
know what I'm fighting for here.
I know.
It's probably a good thing that he stopped these criminals.
I know you don't have any experience with it, but I'm here to tell you, Graham.
You're talking about it like I do have experience, and I don't know what you're talking about.
Well,
it sounds like I'm on cocaine right now, and I'm not.
Cocaine
and it sounds even worse when I say it directly to the microphone. But
it's a lot of it's a lot of fun to do. It was so much fun that I had to stop doing it a decade ago. But I'm just here to tell you, I'd be pretty bummed if Tim Allen ratted out my big cocaine kingpins in the area, and then I couldn't get any blowskis when I wanted to.
Yeah, but then again, maybe you would think back and be like, it was a blessing in disguise.
Maybe.
And then you'd think to yourself,
I would.
Is this any good, listener? Are you enjoying this?
No, it's not. Look, I don't do this for anybody but me. I just...
down.
It's such a... that noise, it reminds me of the... You remember those little tubes where you could turn it over and be like... Oh, you know what I'm talking about.
Wait, do that sound a couple more times? I didn't understand. Is this a squirt gun you're talking about?
Yeah,
I had one of those.
I think it was a Monty Python bit. So anyway,
the fuck are you supposed to do with that toy? Just turn it upside down?
Like, you can kind of
that stupid sound?
You can kind of pretend to like jerk it off, and it just goes and it doesn't really do like a jibber jabber.
That is a dumbass toy. No wonder he sold cocaine.
Of course. So, facing 3 to 7 years in prison, rather than life in prison because of this Michigan law, So
3 to 7, still, that's pretty rough.
he was doing 3 to 7 for possession. I think he got it. I think he pled it down. Not intent to sell, just like possession of 650 grams for personal use, because he's, a white dude from an affluent family.
Yeah, I believe him.
Yeah, right.
Except for all the shit that we said earlier.
Yeah, except for all that other stuff. He's basically like a Brock Turner.
Sure. Maybe you just have a little stash of like a pound of Coke.
Yeah, who doesn't have a pound? Look, I trip over 3 pounds of Coke every time I walk to the bathroom.
I have a couple drinks in my fridge just in case some company comes over.
Yeah, it's like how preppers will have
when I don't have an ounce or two of cocaine for them.
Oh my gosh, could you imagine? What a faux pas.
What would Christmas be like?
What a faux pas. He ended up only serving 2 years and 4 months of his 3 to 7 year sentence at a federal prison.
3 to 4 months of a.
I'm sorry, 2 years and 4 months of his 3 to 7 year sentence.
Okay.
In a prison out in Sandstone, Minnesota, which is in the middle of Minnesota, outside of. He's like an hour away from where my brother-in-law lives. But I only bring up that prison because it's currently the home to rapper Fetty Wap.
Are you listening, listener?
This is what they tune in for.
What? Give me a good Fetty Wap song.
No.
I know there's one.
I know there's one, too.
Do it. Do the song.
My name is Fetty Wap, and I'm here to say I'm the baddest rapper in the U.S.
That is not the song.
No?
That is so not a rap.
And then he goes, ha 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 ha.
No, you're wrong.
He's like, I
There's
left
a Fetty
my
Wap
wallet
song,
in
though.
El Segundo.
No? We all know that's Tribe Called Quest.
It is Tribe Called Quest.
Fetty Wap. They do the song. Go. Wap, wap, wap.
Yeah,
Fetty Wap, dude.
No. He's a wet ass pussy that is also Fetty?
No. A Fetty Wap. A wap is to wipe your finger into a bag of drugs.
Oh.
And then suck it.
Ah. So you suck the...
Like, whatever you got, you get a little wap.
You just a little wap.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Like a wet ass pinky. So you dip it into the bag.
Yeah. Don't do it with a wet pinky, you sick
No?
fuck.
You do it with a...
That's a wop faux pas, dude.
Oh, shit. A faux wop.
Strike all of what I just said.
Never. I'm going to play it at half speed so we get more of it. So, Tim Allen said that prison taught him to keep his mouth shut, which I feel like not keeping his mouth shut is how he only did 2 years and 4 months. Being like, the snitch of the Great Lakes region. But he said it also taught him like how to kind of hone in being funny, sort of going from like being like the funny friend to figuring out how to use his comedy and like use jokes and stuff to like diffuse things in prison and like using being funny as a tool and like yeah. But like I was like an awkward small like kid that had to get out of being beaten up by like making jokes plenty of times. And like I know you moved around a lot as a kid, so like you had to
beat up people like you.
You would beat up people like me.
No, I get what you're saying.
But like I bet you had to use
you need a social
a little bit of armor in like a social way.
Yes, you do need to. I mean, as a person who moved around, I definitely had to be ready to deflect the jokes that would be aimed at the new kid.
Mm-hmm.
So I was ready with jokes because I was like, I'm already funny. Let's get past this part where you guys all make fun of me.
Yeah.
For being new.
Can we just be friends, and then I'll start making fun of you?
Yeah, eventually, yeah, I was just making fun of people before they were ready for it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, in doing so, I made a lot of friends.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we became friends because you made fun of me.
I don't remember that. I don't remember making fun of you. Maybe not. I do remember that.
You still make fun of me.
Prove it.
Well, I'm just going to scroll back like probably 30 seconds. So, Tim was released from prison June 12th, 1981. He promptly moved back to Detroit from the from the Minnesota prison. He got right back into stand-up. He said he got into stand-up like right after prison, but like I said, that Comedy Castle in Detroit opened up in early January of the year that he went to prison in like mid-February. So he had like a month and a half of this comedy club being opened. So it's hard to know exactly how it went down, but I think he probably did like one open mic or something there and then pestered the owner of the club the whole time he was in prison.
I mean, if we're just making up scenarios, I like to imagine that he was in prison doing stand-up. And that, like, like lunch or whatever the fuck, he was like,
"What's the deal with prison food?"
I mean, you're doing Seinfeld. He's more like, oh, the dumbbells are really heavy today. Oh, but I can't lift them up. Oh, no. Oh, and they're like, yeah, I lift those dumbbells too. Yeah.
You ever notice how when you're raping one of the more twinky dudes here in prison, and they're acting like women? Oh man, aren't women the worst? Oh yeah, women are, and these twinks are just going around being like, men are pigs. Oh, the men are all just pigs. It's too bad we own everything, right, twinks?
I mean, as much as I like your Tim Allen prison rape set that you just did,
I got more.
There's a chance that that's how he was like practicing overtime. Maybe he's getting backed into the back of a cell, and he's like, by the way, what's with these lunch lines? Like, oh, you're so funny.
You ever notice how the carburetor on your lawnmower wants to...
Yeah, they're like, oh, Tim Allen. You know what? None for you.
Yeah, no rapes for you today, sir. Even though you're looking particularly juicy. Yeah, so I think he got himself out of...
What the fuck?
Or into a whole bunch of prison rapes via his jokes.
Man, did you know it was going to go this direction?
I didn't.
I didn't say this.
So he was working at an ad agency and doing stand-up at nights in Detroit. Eventually he moved to L.A. and started doing shows at the Comedy Store.
You do have to appreciate being a white man in that time.
Yeah, it was so hard for white men.
When you go from prison to getting a job in an ad agency.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, I guess the cocaine kind of like is the buffer there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You probably make a lot of clients who are in the ad agency kind of world. I mean, if you're slinging pounds.
There were, so you know how, like, before weed was legal, they could still advertise for, like, bongs or, like, different kind of, like, paraphernalia in the back of, like, magazines, like High Times and stuff like that. So in the 70s, they used to be able to advertise for cocaine paraphernalia.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Oh, my God. I wasn't planning on pulling this up, but I got pictures. So, yeah, in the 70s, you could find cocaine paraphernalia advertisements.
Wow. Oh, man.
Yeah, right?
In like a magazine. I see it. It's like a little Frost aid kit.
Yeah. This is the chic wear.
It's like a little tutor.
You could get, like, it was on a necklace. You could get spoons. little tutors, little funnels.
Like a little vial to hold it in, all on a necklace.
Yeah, this one was a little elephant doing a handstand. And
what?
And they advertised that it was Brazilian agate, like
Brazilian agate. You can do.
You can do your boking
through an elephant.
Yeah. I'll post these on the Instagram, but yeah,
I'm so jealous.
Before it was like widely known about.
I'm just using a Capri Sun straw.
Yeah,
I'm using the back of the Capri Sun. I can't even afford a mirror. I'm using a flattened Capri Sun.
I've just been licking it out of the soggy Capri Sun
and
pouch.
It's the same Capri Sun since my youth. It's just been the same one. Since sixth grade.
I am a fellow Capri Sun.
Please don't follow this, listener. You can tap out any second.
This is like I told you before you even got here. This is just for me.
I hope you enjoy it.
So, Tim spent the better part of the next decade on the road, honing his act and crafting the grunting, hyper-masculine character that we all know. He became Larry the Cable Guy of misogyny. Instead of, I'll tell you what, it's man good, woman bad.
I mean, it was trying to speak to a demographic of men who are like,
when can men be men again? Like that kind of shit. It's like, when have you ever been stifled in forever? Like what's been keeping you back this whole time? We had to make an amendment just so women could vote. Like,
yeah. And look what that did.
Not enough of them voted for Hillary, and now we're all fucked.
No, it's just a demographic style of comedy. I mean, it's a guy being like, here's something that speaks to people. These people, it's just this masculine world.
Sure.
It's not comedy. I don't even dig it. It's not like I'm sitting there being like, yeah, carburetors and women in kitchens, hilarious. Mm-hmm. But there are dudes who, who are like, yeah, hilarious. I've been waiting for jokes like this.
I want to hear him list 10 different kinds of tools.
But it's also, laugh at it. It's on the mild side. It's not like he was like a blue comic.
No. I mean, he did have some pretty like blue bits. I mean, he was TV dad in Home Improvement, but he was a blue comic leading up to this.
I'm going to say blue adjacent.
Blue adjacent, yeah.
Read his book, like, as an 11-year-old. I read his book. The jokes are like, they're adult, but they're not like hard-hitting or risque. They're not anything that you would be like embarrassed to say, except for like, imagine being naked in front of your wife and she thinks that someone's let a goat into the bathroom.
I know he did that bit on a few different things,
and so that's not. He doesn't say nuts. He doesn't say asshole. He doesn't say anything gross. He's just making you visualize a naked man's ass and balls and how it looks like a goat.
It sure does. Look,
he's not,
who hasn't had
he's not like a Sam Kinison being like loud and
oh yeah.
And
but he did have a good bit that I will play a clip of later of him talking about how about blowing another man is like the nicest thing you can do for your buddy.
See? It's a fucking hilarious bit.
It is. So
it might be setting some, precedent for other comedians. I feel like it was really take that helm.
That was kind of a woke take on,
I don't know. I feel like there's some other comedians who do that same premise where it's like, oh, we're so gay because we're manly, and that we get so manly that we end up blowing each other.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same. Like,
it's a tale as old as time, really.
There have been a lot of jokes about slapping the ass and good game kind of shit.
Yeah. I feel like there's Adam Sandler bits about that. There are Joe Rogan and what's the other man show guy? Stanhope.
Yeah,
They have a bit
not
like
not
that.
just the man. The final season of the Man Show that right before they canceled it.
Yeah, the sad
and
version of the Man Show.
And Rogan and Stanhope have gone they are two roads that have diverged in the woods here.
Yeah.
Stanhope, he released a special last year that is really, really great. It's something like Rotten Meat or Yesterday's Meat or something like that. But it's his most recent special. I would highly recommend it. I would recommend nothing that Rogan has done outside of News Radio and Fear Factor.
Yeah, I got nothing. I mean, yeah, it's just a podcast, really.
Yeah.
It's a super popular podcast. And then Stanhope is a comedian.
He's like a legit comedian.
World.
And
he just does specials, he makes some shows, and then just lives off of that.
I've never seen... I expected him to be really similar to the rest of the comedians from that kind of era where it's they're just raging against cancel culture and complaining about, trans people and getting woke and all that. But he has some of the coolest takes I've seen.
And he's dark, and he's darker than all of them.
He is dark, and he's dirty, not just in the sense of going blue, he's dirty in the sense that I think that dude smells.
Not only that, but he's gratuitous with the way that he'll rant, and you're like, hey, I feel like I'm worried people are going to hear me listening to this.
Yeah, yeah, right. My favorite podcast is Knowledge Fight, where it's two comedians shit talking Alex Jones at length, and I worry that people are going to think I'm listening to Alex Jones in the car. If they just hear me listening to those clips.
Sorry, listener. We're not even talking about Tim Allen, which I know you want to hear more about. Tim Allen.
No, they come here because they're...
The madman of Michigan. The cocaine claws.
Let's see. In 1990, Michael Eisner and Jeffrey Katzenberg made a trip to the Improv here in L.A. to see Tim's already tired Men Are Pigs act. The next day, the Disney executives offered him lead roles in the sitcom versions of both Turner and Hooch, as well as the Dead Poets Society.
A sitcom of the Dead Poets Society?
Yeah.
Where it's hey kids, guess what poem we're discussing today?
Yeah.
Guess how it's going to affect your life.
Well, each episode, it's a procedural, so each episode is instead of "Oh, Captain, my Captain," eventually it's "Oh, Lieutenant, my Lieutenant," General, my General," "Oh, Private, my Privates," that kind of thing.
Okay.
So he turned those down, Turner and Hooch, because that was a
smooth move.
Tom Hanks thing. He was going to play Tom Hanks's character in Turner and Hooch, not the dog, but he turned that down, as well as the. What was the other one I said with Robin Williams? Dead Poets Society. So yeah, he turned him down, and a couple weeks later they called him back and they're like, "What the fuck are you doing, dude? We're Disney and we offered you all this money and sitcoms. What do you want to make?" According to Tim Allen, they were like, "Oh, please, sir, tell us what you want to tell us the TV show that you want to do.
We know there's gold in your mind."
Yeah, your mind is filled with gold. Please give us. And the way he tells it, he pitched exactly Home Improvement to him over the phone. But from what I could tell from some articles from the 90s and stuff, he basically was like, "Well, you know this old house with Bob Vila? What if we did that, but funny?"
I mean, yeah, but I mean that's the pitch.
That's
the pitch is, hey, it's
this old house but
life,
funny.
But it's that guy's life. That's the idea.
Yeah,
it's that guy's life narrated by my perspective comedy about the male archetype of Home Improvement style dad guy living his life, but also performing a character on life. And it spoke to all of us.
It kind of did, honestly.
It did, though. It blew up, you know?
But the early 90s, like, that time was so big for, like, people wanted to see, like, blue-collar families, like, middle class. That was, like, sort of the height of the middle class.
Well, you just talked about
Roseanne.
We're also, when you mentioned Ed Harris, you meant Ed O'Neill.
I did mean Ed O'Neill.
We're talking about
Married with Children.
Another working class movie.
Yeah.
Or, show about the struggles, peppered with some different types of comedy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have your most adult being in the Married with Children.
Yeah.
Then kind of like bridging it with Roseanne, which has like a wholesomeness, also a little bit of like a raunchiness. And then you get to Home Improvement, which is like pretty much 90% wholesome.
It's like a soap opera with a couple of jokes here and there.
Yeah, the most risque thing they did was make one of the kids like smoke some weed and
or he became goth at one point.
But that was just a character
choker.
choice. They didn't know what to do with that guy.
Yeah.
So they're like, just make him goth, I guess.
Listener, this will be the end of part 1, Tim Allen.
Oh, shit, man. Shit. We talked too much.
We talked for about an hour. I'm trying to cut these episodes to a little more listenable. So this is where we'll cut episode 1, and please stick around for...
Well, that happened quick. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I was too long-winded.
Episode 2, we start the beginning of Home Improvement and the rest of Tim Allen's fall into mediocrity. So stick around. This has been Comedians in Cardigan.